Good morning. Frankie, come on. Jump. Jump. Yay. Say good morning. Good morning, everybody. Hi. Oh, man. Okay, so it is a beautiful day outside. I hope you get a chance to get out there. How are you doing? That's just allergy cough. That's not a health issue, a serious health issue. Okay, so waiting for the mold inspector guy. They had the 3 samples he decided to take. He said he didn't see any real problems. He did take 3 samples in areas that I had been concerned about, or he said would be potential. So we're waiting for those to come back. My, what do you call them? Little plates of mold food. Gosh, I can't remember what they're called. Anyway, you swab it, whatever it is, and you put the lid on it. Or you leave it exposed for an hour and then put the lid on it. I got black mold on 3 out of 4. But I also had them cooking for 4 days. I accidentally forgot about them. Even when the mold inspector guy was here, I could have pulled them out and taken a look at him and showed him just for fun, right? But I just forgot about him. Not a shock, just disappointing. So anyway, that should have been good news. But of course, my instincts say there's a problem that I want to get ahead of, and I'm sure there's some mold there in 2 different corners. One corner in particular. And while he was down there, he took a bunch of pictures of under the house to show where there would be some potential issues with mold starting at some point, and problems that needed to be resolved with, once again, ductwork that has fallen apart down there or fallen off, or haven't, one of them not even capped off. Which means every time I sent someone under there and paid them to go under there and repair those, they just rigged them in a way that they barely worked. What's wrong with people? I mean, if you're going to go up under a house and spend the time to jerry-rig it anyway, why not just do it right? I don't know what's wrong with people. The work ethic. It's like, if you're going to be under there and you're going to do anything, I mean, I don't know how much faster you get out from under the house by doing a sloppy job versus doing a neat job. Maybe save a few minutes, but I don't know. People just kind of surprise me, that's all. Should I say surprised? I don't know if surprised is the right word, but I'd have to get out my feelings wheel to figure that one out. So here's something I wanted to share with you. Okay, so I told you that I've been taking a break from the fenbendazole because of my liver. I'm going to go get another liver test today. God, I have a long list of stuff. God, help me. Help me stay on target. Or on task. Man, I was outside with the dogs and I got several great big mosquito bites. Look at that. That's, and this one, jeez. But I have been taking a lot of supplements I started taking the meth blue again. Did some research, and this is supposed to be a pretty good balance of liver recovery. So it should be pretty close to normal again. I have started taking the ivermectin again. And I will tell you something I noticed. I noticed that I'm not waking up with any aches and pains anymore. I haven't for a while. And I'm, thank goodness, on the other side of some of that anxiety I was feeling. The last time I talked to you, I was on the other side of the anxiety. But boy, a week or two before that, I had a hard week. Just anxious and worried and so upset about my liver enzymes being high, so high. So, it was interesting. This has been quite a journey. You know, when you think, in the old days, when you heard the C word, when you heard cancer, you know, it's, like I said before, it's facing death, facing what that could mean. And there are people who have a very painful death, long, protracted experience with death, with cancer. And then there are people who don't even know they have cancer. They're just a little tired, get diagnosed, and a week later they're gone, right? So I'm hoping that it's more like that, if that were going to be the case. I just feel like I think I was trying to think of a bucket list. Oh, the status of the lump is one of the things I like to do, and I'm very lucky like this, is because I'm kind of bony. That's how I can find the lump that I got that got me to go to the doctor in the first place. But I can feel where my bones are and compare from side to side. And when I lay down, you can see where there's a bump because all the weight goes back. All the weight goes back. So it's so much smaller than it was before I started taking the supplements and off-grid medications. And it's really pretty small. Now, my hope is that that's what's going on throughout my whole body. But that's also why, drum roll please, that $1,000 Galleri test that I ordered, I should be getting the results from that within another week, just to make sure that there's not something else going on, which, because of the research I've done, is very likely, because it seems to be attached to the bone and it's hard. So that's usually a sign that it's a feeder. But I'm just trying to stay calm because it's smaller than it was. So whatever it is, I feel like I'm making some progress. I haven't heard of a tumor getting smaller if the issues are getting worse. I just haven't heard of that, so I'm feeling pretty confident with that. We'll see. You know, I'm tricked up once in a while, but I don't know. The biggest thing I wanted to share with you is how little physical pain I've been feeling with my arthritis. Very interesting. I mean, I can still hear my neck a lot. A lot of that is from lack of movement, but with advanced arthritis, sometimes you're just gonna get those bones rubbing together, and I've had some childhood injuries that have kind of crunched my head into my neck a lot. So the neck has been damaged over time, repeated injuries. So there's that. Hi, baby. Come on, jump. Frankie, jump. Jump. What? What? Hey, baby. Okay, so I would love to know if you've had any experience with fenbendazole, ivermectin, with I'm looking for a lipstick. Thank you. With arthritis, and what supplements you've taken to kind of help your body cope. You know, there's so many sensationalists on radio and TV about medications that it's just hard to believe what's real and not. I mean, it's so interesting to see people honestly one video and then the next video saying something's really good, or someone else saying, oh, it's not that great. What you really need is my program of healthy eating, and somebody else saying, well, yeah, healthy eating is important, but if you're having this situation going on, you might want to think about adding this until you level out. I mean, I don't think I need all these supplements for the rest of my life, maybe, but I've worked so hard during my lifetime to get where I'm at, coming from nothing, below nothing, below nothing. And what I want to experience is being able to continue getting used to relaxing and just appreciating being home. Just appreciate being home. That's it. There's not a lot else I want to do except experience being home. And one of these days, I just heard me say that, one of these days I'll be home. I just want to experience it on planet Earth a little longer. I really, you know, it's that fear of falling. Even if you know you're falling in something safe, you know, I'm not going to should all over myself, or shouldn't, but, you know, we get scared of dying. I was raised that way. Everything, all the movies, in a lot of fear of dying. There was a time when I wasn't. I was so spiritually fit. I every day was a good day to die. That's true. I mean, I was really fit, really spiritually fit, but not in a while. Not since I moved to Tennessee. Since I moved to Tennessee, it's been a struggle to maintain for one reason or another. It has been a struggle with my spouse's health issues, with the change of the guard, with the change of my support system. I had an incredible support system, and now you know, very small support system here and shallow. I'm very different than most of the people that are here, which is fine, but you know, it's not the same. It's lonely. So that's been tough. And I've changed quite a bit. I don't like to gossip. I don't like to go into the big city just to shop. There's nothing else I want. I mean, what more could I possibly want? There was a leather purse I wanted, and once I got it, it's too heavy to carry. Can you believe that? It is heavy. So, I don't know. I'm going to order a thicker strap for it, one of those guitar straps, and see if that helps. What a shame. I wanted some pricey tennis shoes. Guess what? I found them on sale at Ross's for like $80 or $90. That's huge. That's a huge discount. It's like 50% off or more. I'm so lucky about that. I am getting a little carried away for just working around the house, huh? Yeah. But I'm hoping, hello girl, I'm helping out. It's gonna come over and chit chat a little bit today, and I'm gonna see if I can't get her to help me do some things. Yeah. So the goal is to enjoy every task, be in the moment. Because earlier I started slipping off the moment. And I think that was another reason I decided to check in with y'all. Is just to slow down for a minute, remember who I am, remember to live until I die. Oh, and remember my grateful list. I mean, I'm not in pain. I do believe I'm getting better every day. I'm going to have to watch the Holy Grail again one of these days. I haven't seen it for ages. And to be where I'm at. Earlier, I was getting kind of like, and I do this. If I have a long to-do list and they're all not, I get the most important things done first. And then, but if I'm a little discombobulated, I start hitting myself, bumping into walls or shelves that have always been there, but I bump into them anyway. So that's how I know. I look for the signs. That's one of the things that I really encourage people to do. Recognize the signs when you're getting off. When you're getting off your intended frame of mind, right? My intended frame of mind is to be able to enjoy and be in the moment. Even the tough moments. To be present. Don't be so wigged out that I'm forgetting where I'm at and forgetting the reality of who I'm trying to be or who I am. Oh, some of my eyelashes are getting really unruly. So there's absolutely no reason in the world that I can think of other than, you know, a natural disaster or national disaster. But there's nothing in my home, in my neighborhood, in my city going on that I need to be worried about. Nothing. There's that crazy eyelash. There's that crazy eyelash. All right, we're good. How about that? That I need a little bit of lipstick. And then I'm done. What are you going to do today? I'm going to say hi to Vanessa, my sister friend. Yeah, I've been trying to stay off of social media, especially with how weird everything's getting this last, oh God, since COVID. I just think everything's just, what is that? I just think things are just a little too weird for me. I'm not quite sure what the hell is going on, but seems like something is. And this Charlie Kirk murder, well, I don't know what's wrong with people. The way they're reacting to it, it just seems like the COVID fiasco, and then all the Black Lives Matter riots, peaceful protests. I just feel like something's simmering and boiling, and I don't like it, so I'm staying away from it. I cherish and value every life, and when people act so cynical to make it sound like there are lives that are just dispensable or justified when it's just conversation, freedom of speech is weird, because I've watched Charlie Kirk for a couple years now. I started watching him during the whole COVID thing, when I really got into YouTube. And then I started my channel all about that same time. And I honestly thought he made an art of debating. And that's such a valuable tool in life, to be able to have a calm conversation, ask questions, offer information that is absolutely verifiable based on history and science and experts in the field, not just personal experience. So I've found him fascinating, especially how young. It's like, that's gifted. I mean, he was basically like a human and AI had a baby. I don't know. That's just my opinion. But I don't know anybody that could stir up quite this much, other than, someone like the president. I think him and Charlie Kirk are two of the most famous American citizens at this point. Not the most famous as far as likable, but what do they call it? Everyday household names. People have been watching for a long time. You just didn't realize how popular he was until all this stuff started coming out. Also, I don't think it was so obvious about, we saw a lot of hate and lies and deflection during the COVID era. Just this weird sense of entitlement to interfere in other people's lives, where they shop, where they drive, where they fly, to go to work, to go see family that may be having babies or dying, or there was just this like this mission to divide us humans from each other, even our closest loved ones who are going through their phases of life, like I said, or in nursing homes, and I don't like this division. So whatever it is you can do, please try to connect kindly with somebody. Make that your life's mission. Connect kindly. I don't want to die being having anybody see me as an angry, bitter person. If I'm barely remembered by a few people, and maybe a few of my clients, I want them to remember me as being someone who they were able to grow from, like I was able to plant some seeds for them. That's something I'd like to be remembered for, but who knows? All right. Okay, so like I said, you don't have to tell anybody about this channel. I'm just going to keep giving you updates. All right.